my name is Barrera, and today I'll be telling you about Nintendo. Now, you might wonder why you need to know about Nintendo. If you don't already know, it's actually a video game company. And many people don't actually like video games because they think they're actually bad for their kids. But according to digitalartsschool.com, 97% of children actually play video games. So what you let your kids play is actually very important. And it's widely accepted that Nintendo has the most family-oriented games. To start off, I'll be talking about the origins of Nintendo, then I'll let you know about their actual video game consoles, and then I'll move into what they plan to do in the future. So with that said, let's start with the origins. Nintendo was actually founded in 1889 and was known as Nintendo Kampai. It was actually only a trading card game because electronics weren't really very popular. There wasn't a whole lot of speculation about video games. The card game was known as Hanafoldo, and it stayed pretty popular until about the 1964 Olympics, where card sales started to plummet. After that, Nintendo was forced to move into different outlets such as taxi services, television shows, and a hotel business, all of which eventually failed. It wasn't until the actual 1980s that Nintendo started to get involved with video games. Now that you know the origins, I'll let you know about their consoles and where they began. The first console was actually known as the Famicom. It was a giant box and had giant cartridge discs. Now, their very first popular game was Super Mario Bros., which was founded by Shigeru Miyamoto, who's highly known as the father of Nintendo. From there, they moved into the Super Nintendo in the early 90s, then the Nintendo 64 in the mid-90s, the GameCube in the 2000s, and currently, their most popular system and most up-to-date is known as the Wii. Now, the controllers have actually come a long way as well. This was the very first controller Nintendo released. It's got a simple button layout and a pretty long cord. Nowadays, they've actually moved into pretty much the same layout, but a wireless setup. So they've actually come a long way. Now, Nintendo doesn't just specialize in family consoles. They actually moved into personal things as well. In the early 90s, they released the Game Boy, which was, for personal use, it was a one-player game system. So this is how it actually started out as. And over the years, they moved into different models. And now they've actually got it to where you've actually got two screens, a touch screen, and much more complex games. So that's where they've come with their consoles and where they are today. Now I'd like to move into what they plan to do in the future. They're still making brand new consoles for handhelds and family systems, but they're also starting to get into 3D, which nobody has really done before, and nobody really knows how they're going to do it. But they've stated that they're going to be the first, and we'll just have to wait to see what they're going to bring out. Don't expect to see a new Nintendo system like family console in the next 5 years. I'd like to share with you a quote from Nitendo, which goes with, "What if on a crowded street you look up and you see something that should not be there? You either shake your head and dismiss it, or you accept that it is there for much more in the world than we think. Perhaps it's really a door to another place. If you choose to go inside, you may find many unexpected things." In conclusion, I hope that you've learned something about Nintendo, you've learned their origins, consoles, what they plan to do, and I hope that you enjoyed it.